Okay. Well, now it should be on. Thank you. That's a mistake I do from time to time, thankfully not very often. Let me repeat a few things because of that screw up. Welcome on the 13th of October, which is Thursday. For good or evil, it's not Friday 13th. This week we are -1 day. And originally, the idea for the live show tonight, well, it was actually planned to be on Tuesday, but you can see that it's Thursday now when I'm live streaming and recording. So things don't always go as I'm planning them to do. This live show was originally planned to be about an hour, 1 hour long, with a walkthrough of the new bonus chapter for Fallen Empire, Knights of the Fallen Empire. The Shroud of Memory is the title of the chapter. This is the second time I'm going to do it. And the first time, most of you probably witnessed it live or after I've published the recorded version of the live show. We had a ton of lag on the very first moment the servers went up and live. It was nearly unplayable at times. I'm really looking forward to playing through the chapter with no issues, hopefully. And for this walkthrough today, I've selected my Sith warrior. He's naked, but I don't expect his gear to matter because I'm not going to play with him actually. He will be starting off the HK bad kind of droid. There is no dark side or light side in that chapter, but there are good behavior and bad behavior and good and bad decisions. For the last part of the live show, because I don't want to change the original plan and the main title and the thumbnail of this, we're going to do a view, a reaction, and a short overview and analysis, not just for the second trailer of Rogue One, but kind of like an overview of pretty much everything about the upcoming movie for this December without too many spoilers. So don't worry, I've read a ton about the movie, but even I myself tried to stay away from huge story spoilers. So I have absolutely no intention to spoil any kinds of story for you. Don't worry about that. But I'm hoping that more of you will be joining throughout the walkthrough tonight. And after this chapter is finished, after HK makes all possible bad and worse decisions, we're going to do a very hopefully interesting analysis of the second trailer and the whole movie. What we know so far, what we expect, what do we predict, what do we want. Now, let's begin with the chapter, shall we? If actually I can display it. Eventually, Shroud of Memory is available. Look at this now. That's a major failure. I have to complete Arma Rasa quickly, because otherwise I will not be able to do the damn chapter. That's something I forgot to do. The accent. Hey noob SWTOR, by the name I'm judging that you're either new to the game or probably new to my live show. I don't know why it seems so dark, probably because I've changed a couple of things on my web camera. The lighting in the room is exactly the same, and it just turns out that I haven't been actually prepared to start the quest itself. So, pre-quest. A little bit of an annoying moment. Let's see, Arma Rasa, where are you? That one. Teleport to the alert. Thanks for trolling me, Jim. How is everyone? I hope that you guys have had a nice week. We have one more day to go through. Well, for those of us who work on 5 days a week. I'm really looking forward to the weekend because I have to do a ton of maintenance to my bike. Plus, good news for, well, just for me. My favorite team is playing one of the biggest rivals in our local football championship. And I'm expecting very good derby this Saturday. Our things.
Very well.
Use elevator in the research lab. Okay, I don't need actually to speak to the big fat one. I did that mission in the last live stream. What was it, a week ago? It's actually relatively short. Of course, Arma Rasa is about resurrecting and getting back HK-55. I'm skipping through the story because I've played through this already a number of times, and the first one is obviously available as a walkthrough. Maybe when I publish the video I'll make it available here somewhere. You don't like the newest Rebel season. I actually like it more than the previous ones. They start out with a very interesting laid out plan. The first 2 episodes were about the major plot of the season, or at least what I think it would be. Then 3rd episode showed us one of the characters that has been neglected so far, Sabine. And in the next episode we are expecting to see more from Hera. Or at least that's what the preview showed us.
Enemy territory. In addition to armed guards, unarmed enemy personnel and civilian contractors are present, along with one over-eager.
Come on, HK.
Elimination of the guards goes without saying, but timely destruction of the cannon is mission critical.
Is the sound a little bit low for you guys, or can you hear HK speaking? Of course, it's expected that when I speak, everything else should be on the background, because I'm like that. I need my voice to be heard. You need to die, and you're going to live. Will you live? Yes, you will. One more. It doesn't really matter, or at least I haven't discovered if it really matters how many of these actually I save or kill. HK just performs what I do. There's supposed to be some kind of a attunement or tweaks, but I never managed to see any difference, regardless of what choices I make in these objectives during the mission. I think that it's exactly the same as before. 9 chapters is what we received with Fallen Empire last winter, and it's exactly what we're going to receive this winter again on the 2nd December, or people like me and many of you probably on the 29th of November. What I don't know is how exactly will BioWare keep the subscribers active and paying after the first month, or maybe after the first 2 months. I think BioWare will start releasing other kind of smaller stories, smaller chapter stories, not directly related to Fallen Empire, but maybe something after that. Or maybe it will be somehow tied to the Galactic Command new system that we're expecting soon. Perhaps subscribers will have to remain subscribed to play for Galactic Command. I think I've read that somewhere. And of course, the uprisings. This is, I think, personally for me, this is the biggest tease for the upcoming expansion, the uprisings. The story, yes, the story is awesome, but we've already had story, we will have story. Uprisings is something that we've never had before. What's that? Oh, sorry, Reg, you mentioned something about the premiere gathering. No, I meant to answer, but then I've noticed that my microphone was off. Sorry about that. No, I don't plan anything like that. Unfortunately, I don't think I can do something like that. The last time I attended a world premiere was 2005 for episode 3. I wasn't a host, I was part of the team that organized all of this. Hey Eduardo, and hello to everybody else who has just joined, whether you've greeted us or not. Welcome guys. Shouldn't be saving that one probably, but I've just done it. Joining this game right now is probably a haven for a new player like yourself, mate. It's truly unbelievably good and fun to have so much to do. People like me have the right to complain, because no matter how much content any developer provides, people like me who play regularly and constantly and for longer periods of times, we will always have things to complain.
Fair enough.
I think it's the same with every other game. Like, for example, a few hours earlier today, I watched a live show from Turbine. They were talking about the upcoming update 19 for Lord of the Rings Online, which is the MMO I played before Star Wars The Old Republic for 5 years in total, but actually I played it for about three and a half, actually, with a break in between. Make old content great again. Yeah. Well, I've seen that more than once already. Where the hell is the last target that I'm apparently forgetting? Where the hell are you? Oh, the little one. I think that, yeah, that was targetable. Of course, I forgot the little droid.
Can be dangerous
It would be fucking amazing, but my channel is primarily oriented to non-Bulgarians, and I don't even know how many of my Bulgarian subscribers are active on my channel or, God forbid, active in the game.
By a high-value target.
Because those things are very, very different.
By incredible ingenuity, I escaped to go on the offensive against my captors, eventually coming face to face with their leader. Request. What is my
Let me kill them, dude. Don't do that for me.
maximum or merely extreme?
Alright. Yeah, be bad. After all, this is a Sith warrior story. You're supposed to be bad. For starters, I'm planning to have a very, very long holiday around the winter holiday, or a very long vacation around the winter holiday, and I'm not even sure where I will be on the date of the premiere. The fact that I will go and see the movie on day one, possibly on midnight for the first Rio premiere, that's a given, but I'm not really sure where that would be. I might not be in Sofia. What? No way. Really? Vulkk is a Bulgarian? Who told you that, Jim? Don't lie to people.
We can always
By the accent Vulkk is usually speaking with, you can very clearly say that he is an absolutely, truly natural English person. Use target range console to conclude the exercise. We're done.
conclusion. All targets
Conclusion. That was short and simple. To save myself the embarrassment, I could have checked that I'm missing it. I did check actually a month ago when the chapter released, and I knew I had to do it, and yet I never bothered. Alright, Shroud of Memory is available. Click play to launch the chapter. Let's see. You cannot launch a chapter while actively engaged in another chapter. Fine, I'll exit.
Even the greatest institutions started.
What? Knights of the Eternal Throne is coming soon, okay. Why are you not allowing me? What the hell? Exit, fine. Ah, I needed to go back all the way over here. Okay then. Let's play the episode. And, of course, read a few of the lines first. War rages on. War rages on. Bolstered by recent victories, the Alliance fights to save the galaxy from the oppressive might of the Eternal Empire. Defectors from both the Republic and Sith Empire race to join Commander Skork's alliance, unaware that a hidden enemy still lurks in the shadows. In the depths of wild space, the new threat emerges. Captured by unknown forces, HK-55 awakens on a strange and hostile world. Very lovely intro. Let's go and do the damn chapter. Fortune teller? Why? Wait, it doesn't make sense. Man, come on, come up with a different role. Fortune teller to tell you about my past? Okay, I made a promise to you guys. I will do minimal talking throughout the cinematics, so we can enjoy this. Who the hell is calling me right now? I'm not available.
Memory logs incomplete. Location unknown. Imprisoned? Who would dare?
Greetings, droid fellow! I am Z0-0M. What's your name?
Remember, bad choices.
Programmed to resist enemy interrogation. Get scrapped.
Maker's data. You appear to be in distress. How may I help?
If you wish to be useful, deactivate my restraining field.
Gladly. How?
That console.
Be free!
over my crown, and I'll render you into component parts. What are you?
My function is unknown. Accessing memory core for the first time. I'm new! How exciting!
Out of my way.
Naughty, naughty. You're supposed to be shut down.
I know you, meatbag. A terrorist. Codenamed the Shroud.
A bit reductive, but close enough. I went to a lot of trouble capturing you, HK. Be a good widget and switch off.
Don't threaten my friend, you hairless lump! Woohoo, look at me! You can't die, Master. I'd never recover.
Alright, I absolutely don't remember the abilities, but at least the good news is that I can use them freely and actively now. It's basically just hit all of them in a row. I wouldn't be mistaken. Wait, now I just needed to do something.
Orders. Neutralize enemy.
Okay. Number 2 is the one that gets you closer. Number 3 is the one that draws you far away. I'll try to remember.
Target acquired. HK unit.
One less problem.
Ooh, assassinate. I forgot about assassinate.
Did you see me? Boom! Zap! Ba-blam!
Yes, yes. You were most impressive. Why are you doing this, meatbag?
I suppose I can share now. I wanted a copy of your memory core.
You are welcome to make an attempt. I will kill you, of course.
A pointless threat. I already have the data. Interrogating people gets messy. Droids are clean. A quick copy of your files, and I'm in business.
I will atomize you, one extremity at a time.
That's just rude.
Greetings, everyone. I am Z0-0M. Who are you? Maker's data. What happened?
We destroyed them, you idiot. Together.
No. I think I'd remember that. I'm brand new.
Well, good luck surviving. Sorry, I can't watch.
I like your master's base. Burning it to the ground will be fun.
What a nasty lump.
I must warn Master, but something is jamming my signal.
I detect a hyperwave beacon scrambler. If we move outside its range, you can call home.
Stay close and talk, and terminate anything in our way.
Terminate. Terminate. Oh, kill. I'll try.
You know what, Jim? I actually had high hopes for HK-47 to have some kind of a bigger role than what we are about to see from him in a moment. Hey Trio, how are you doing?
Take care of your servers. You don't want them melting.
Base compromised. Eliminate intruder.
Yeah, it's somewhat faster now that the lag is gone.
Wow, the Shroud wasn't kidding. As secret lairs go, this is impressive. impressive.
Orders, neutralize enemy.
No. I can't imagine they'd be better than this one. I'll follow you anywhere.
I still don't know the descriptions. Okay, well, for those of you who have never played the chapter, it doesn't really matter what skill does what. You can press any random button that is available and off cooldown, but just for the fun of it. Rifle Blast, a series of ranged shots for an NPC. Well, that's the most basic ability, obviously. Charging in is the ability that draws you close in melee range to the selected target. The next one, Charging Out, is the damage ability that actually brings my character back away from the target that he's targeting. Blindside, take advantage of a distracted target, firing a well-placed decisive shot for weapon damage. It can only be used on targets suffering status effects. And pretty much targets are suffering status effects all the time. Rail Blast, high velocity short range rail blast that damages the target for energy damage, burns them with plasma, snares them, and sends weaker targets flying. Okay, a lot of things from one simple ability. The number 6 Execute deals weapon damage to a target below 50% HP, so usable on dying targets. It's good that at least it's 50% HP. Oh, okay. Guess I'll keep reading the others later. It's slow, but it's fun, and it's kind of pointless on a dead target, but still. Well. Go medical probe, and try not to die this time. I think I died on the very same spot the first time I did the chapter. Back then I blamed the lag. Today I have nothing else to blame. Except myself, because my companion was inactive. We don't have all the buffs, obviously. Okay, let's read the rest of the abilities. Execute, we went through that. Terminate. We don't have anybody? Okay. Launch a series of micro-missiles dealing high damage to all targets within 6 meters of the target. Weak and standard enemies are knocked into the air on the impact of the final salvo of missiles. And the last one, Assassinate, is probably the best and most fun one. Take careful aim at the target and deal excessive damage. Killing an enemy instantly resets the cooldown on Assassinate. Alright, it doesn't say actually how much damage you're taking, but it has half a minute cooldown. I will try not to disable my companion, because I actually do need the damn healing. And unfortunately, with this new keybind setup that I'm trying to force on myself for quite some time,
I don't have nearly enough cannons.
I have it on a really uncomfortable spot, and I need to think about a possibly different solution. It's really, really stupid idea to keep trying like this, but I keep telling myself that it's for the better future.
Look at me, Master!
The hell?
My sensors indicate the left path leads to a dead end. We should go right.
What will we find there?
Things to shoot.
What to know?
Oh damn, 4 seconds is so long. They already said that it's going to be starting next week. 17th? That's really weird. Wait, what's 17? Isn't it Tuesday? Monday. I knew it's weird.
One less problem.
Because I have something else to do on Tuesday and I know it's not 17th. Alright, that's a very weird date. I'll have to publish it as news on the website when I finish the live show. Hey Rico. Well, late or early, that depends entirely on your time zone. I love the fact that I have 30 stacks of Fury and incapable of using it. Hey Jova. Guten Abend.
Pretty.
Don't touch anything.
Right. They'll explode. That's what things do here.
Lament. I should be so fortunate.
That sounded like you.
The hell? Theo, what did you want to say with this?
Greetings, bodiless droid fellow.
Welcome. I am HK-47. Yes, the
HK.
My data files indicate HK-47 was permanently deactivated.
Yeah, which time?
Taught. Yet here I sit. The Shroud captured me en route to Master Revan at the Foundry 6 years ago.
And he took your chassis. What a mean, nasty lump.
Befuddlement. My chassis is below my head where it has always been. It simply won't obey my commands. This explains how you were destroyed at Yavin 4, the Foundry, and the Battle of Ilum. You are a duplicate memory core. Skepticism. Are you certain? Pretty sure.
I've said that for years, you rusted relic. The Shroud has copied me dozens of times.
Deduction. Then I am a replica? That is highly disappointing.
I only hope Master never learns of my numerous betrayals.
Don't worry, I won't tell.
Attention visitors, the museum is now closed.
I don't remember that line. Damn, the heads are gone. They didn't show the head of HK-47 though.
Vandalism will be punished. Do not touch the displays. Please vacate the premises.
Whoa, that's a lot of damage sitting in the yellow.
Do not touch the displays. Holo recording is forbidden. Holo recording is forbidden.
7.5k, not so bad.
Vandalism will be punished. Do not touch the displays. Holo recording is forbidden. Vandalism will be punished. Please vacate the premises.
I bet that so many people are frustrated right now. But then again, they were one of the few, because I still think there are tons and tons of people who don't have their achievements, like myself. And those of us will benefit from it. Those who rushed to do the Dark vs. Light event before the double XP arrived. Oh, that scared me. those people would have a chance to play through the class stories normally now, enjoying the storylines.
Perhaps not 2V.
Greetings! I am Z0-0M. I am brand new and pleased to meet you.
What's the third time now she's introducing herself?
Everyone here wants to destroy you.
But I've only just activated.
This is not your first activation. You experience periodic reboots that flush your memory.
No, I think I'd remember that.
Of course you would.
Listen carefully.
Captain Viz.
Captain Viz was my mother. Call me Hilo. You here to fix my console?
Be done in a jiff.
I need calf. Clean up after yourself.
You can't be that dumb, Hilo.
Like I was never here.
What kind of a damn alliance am I running when these people have no clue who the Shroud is?
Infiltrated the base. Terrible things will happen.
Well, don't just stand there. Let's go save the day!
Any of you guys ever counted how many times Zoom resets memory throughout the chapter? I didn't think about that at the beginning, but it would be fun to try and count. I think so far it's been 3 times, maybe 4. More likely 3. Let's call it 3 times. Trio, my agent is level 20 something, I believe.
Behind that door. Recommend ambush and interrogation.
Moments like
She's
this
so
are why
excited.
I haven't destroyed you yet.
Master Shroud, sir, is that you?
Give us a reason, meatbag.
Sensors detect a minor shift in local humidity. This organic needs to replace his pants.
I'm unarmed. This is only a vibromop. I cleaned the base.
I'll ignore that irony if you turn off the hyperwave.
It looked like to me as she was holding the pistol like
You're
downside.
even if
Yes!
I knew, I
Look
can't
at
help
that!
you. The Shroud.
What the
He
hell?
took my eyes. Part of the
I haven't
job
noticed that before.
description.
You poor lump. A blind slave to that horrible villain.
Do you think it's intended to hold the
Slave.
pistol
I went
downside
through
like so?
20 interviews to get this job. The benefits are spectacular. Wait, are you prisoners trying to escape? That's not allowed.
He's onto us. What do we do, HK?
Every subroutine screams termination, but I am unable to comply. Attention, meatbag. You are just incompetent enough to qualify as an enemy non-combatant. Master prohibits me from terminating those. Confinement will have to suffice.
Ouch.
You'll send someone for me, right?
Equivocation. Eventually.
Your master would be proud of you, HK.
I doubt that was the last meatbag here. Follow me.
So back on the topic of my agent, I've decided not to bother with her. I still have 3 chapters to do, so that's 14, 15 and 16 for the previous achievement to be completed. And then eventually after that I will be worrying about Eternal. I think, yeah, Eternal was supposed to be the next year. Well, actually I can check it right here because I still have it available. So yeah, that's what I need. 3 more whoa, crap. 4 more chapters. And after that I have to level up the Imperial Agent to level 65 if I care about Eternal, which is the companion. And why not? It's actually quick and easy to do. Don, you have been missing from live streams for ages, but thankfully at least I keep in touch with you on my website. You're in a good mood to troll me as usual? Why not? The green screen I just received the message today is expected to arrive on the 20th of October. And the biggest issue after it arrives will be how exactly do I implement that gigantic setup in the room here. Because it's actually a room, it's not a studio. And I'll have to figure out, do I need to move to another free room? Or maybe I'll just have to find some space, make it mobile. It's really not going to be easy, but at least I'm eager to finally remove the background. As Jim mentioned to me a couple days ago on Skype, some of you probably might be missing the Vaders and the Malguses behind me. You probably can't even see or recognize that one of the figures there is Malgus. I have one big Vader, one small Vader, one big Malgus and one small Malgus. I'm a huge fan of these characters, and yet I pretend to be a light side character, player, both in real life and in the game. I'm not supposed to go back. No, I lost my way. This one. There we go. Whoa.
Stop that droid!
You're great, but I made you better.
It's too far away, and it was obvious. Oh, so close. You, finally. Ooh, look at that, I forgot I have my own inventory with all the items from my inventory, which I can't really use. What would happen if I put something in here? Maybe I would have... Look at the HP, I'm barely surviving here, I'm basically playing naked. Probably that's why every single hit takes so much longer. Or maybe... were these empty slots empty the first time I played through this? Do you guys know if the gear actually changes the behavior and the stats of the player while playing as HK? I don't remember these things. I deliberately went naked with my Seat Warrior, but now the problem is I don't really remember how it was the first time I played it. The hell? Why did they disappear like that? I almost died, damn it. It's probably because I didn't bring any gear from my Sith warrior.
Look at me, Master!
Right.
Orders. Neutralize enemy.
Yeah, it's probably a bad idea that I'm coming here naked. Look at the damage I'm taking. Oh, that's really unfriendly over there.
Do enjoy a good fight.
Whoa! Okay, I think I have to get out and take the damn gear. I'm not really sure, but I believe it's actually in my stronghold. I've never tried exiting the chapter before, so that's actually interesting to see what the hell would happen. Well, it's really not easy to play naked. Right, so let's check out the gear. And, well, that would actually confirm for myself. Bad news. The gear isn't here. And the damn saber isn't here as well. Where the hell is it? Alright, journey through the other classes. Let's see. I had gear on my Sentinel when I played it the first time, but the question is how much the gear impacts the performance of HK, because it's actually a different gear and it's not really supposed to matter what I'm wearing on my main character when I'm transferring to play on the droid with this bonus chapter. Apparently, it does have an effect. Yo, the system doesn't run. Oh, all of my gear is on my Shadow. Yeah, I transferred it there to make Fallen Empire a little bit less boring outside of the cinematics. Not that one, not that one. It's a different Shadow I'm loading to. I will obviously have to make an attempt and cut this video to only the cinematics, so thankfully I'm recording it with Shadowplay as I'm streaming. Because this live show isn't really suitable for a walkthrough. It's kind of a messy. Very messy. On the topic of the green screen, if it arrives on 28th and I get it by the 21st or 22nd, there is a chance... Is that her? Yeah, that's the one. There is a chance that maybe my very next live show will be on a green screen if I manage to set it up, and most of all if I like it. The fact that I spent a lot of money on something that I'm not really sure how to fit, it has been... It's a little bit oversaying to claim it a dream. But I've wanted to do a green screen live show for a very long time. And not just a live show, but many of my ongoing videos, series and recordings are actually suitable for a green screen. And I'm I'm really, really eager to see how can I do that. It looks so much cooler, at least to me. I will definitely missing the Vaders. Maybe I can just take a high quality picture for the Vaders and Malguses behind me. And then I can easily just put them back in the background.
Smooth.
Endurance. All right, you stay endurance. I will take you... Where the hell is my... Oh, that should be the one. Yep, that's the Outbreak Response Lightsaber. So let's bring the 3 items here. And now I should have my Sith Warrior geared up normally. Bye bye, Sebastian. Thanks for stopping by. Oh. That's a lot of mail. Plus, of course, on the top sits a spam mail. Very unfortunate. Come on, come on, come on. Stop lagging. Don't show your bad side to people who might be new to the game. The game has no lag. Wait. That's how you do it. You see no lag in the game. Did I transfer everything? I think so. Alright, let's go back to the badass Sith Warrior and see how much of an impact the damn gear will have. I am supposed to one-shot most of the weak targets, I believe. Ida is generally fine. Ida is my dog, if you don't know what we're talking about. She's generally fine. There is just some concern on my part. She's turning 9 years of age and I'm... The hell? Zoom is my active companion. Okay, that I've never tried before. We went to the vet to try and just clarify what could be wrong with her, if anything. And she prescribed, the vet prescribed some pills for a week. And after that week passes, we're going to do some tests. And those tests will hopefully give us a more clear answer if we need to do something more expensive, if actually there is something wrong with my dog. But I'm hoping that nothing will be wrong and she will be fine. She is actually physically fine. She feels nice, she jumps and runs, and she has an appetite for 3 people like me. You've never seen me full size. I've actually grown a bit in the last year. Let's go back to the chapter. Launch. Oh, that's scary. Don't make me restart. Not that kind of lag. It's not a... Well, it is a server lag, but I think it's present on absolutely all servers. Cool. I can go and kill it. Look at the damn HP, and of course, my guy is geared up with 2 badass lightsabers now. They brought me a little bit back, though. I have to kill some more trash now. Look at the damage. Well, that felt laggy as well.
I do enjoy a good fight. Look at me, Master.
Okay, next one. What do you mean? Why not? Do I have to play this? No, I've already played it.
Entry 4201.
Oh, nice.
Power down, Droid!
A friend of Theron Shaw and me of Flesh revealed so much valuable information. I'll never get his...
Yeah, it's not the one shot. Okay, that's clear.
I'll build it more.
But it's a lot faster than before. Unfortunately, gear matters. As much as non-logical this sounds to me, I'm glad I managed to prove it to myself. What would happen if I bring specific droid gear? I'm not really even sure if those still exist. Why not? You guys know? I've pretty much never used or crafted droid gear, apart from maybe a couple of parts for HK-51, when I was recruiting him on Belsavis in Section X. Yeah, the Red Eclipse is a dead server. That's a very different kind of lie, joke, troll, to claim the biggest server, or at least the biggest European server, be dead.
Look at me, Master. One less problem.
Okay, dude, your turn now.
Power down, Droid!
Target acquired.
Oh, 15,000. That's a lot better than the mere 7.5 I was getting with Assassinate. Wow, look at how quickly this one falls. Yeah, it's not like I'm playing naked anymore. All converted to vendor trash. That's exactly what I was afraid I'm going to hear. Or probably somewhere in the back of my memory, I remember I've heard it or read it in one of the updates a long time ago. Well, 1 year ago.
Shroud War Journal, entry 5963. Investigation of the attacks on
Well,
Republic and
I've just noticed
has
15,000.
led to wild space. New players have entered the game. That won't do.
Probably depends on what target you're doing it.
And sweep
Or
in
perhaps,
behind
Jim,
board.
your character had better gear than me.
Acquired. HK unit.
If you notice, the left side is a little bit trashy. Well, you don't notice, because you've probably already forgotten which icon means what.
You can't die, Master. I'd never recover.
Stop that droid! Pull back! It's too strong!
Well, it could have been a crit, Jim. I'm not really sure, actually, if Assassinate crits, and if it obeys these stats here for crit chance and surge and everything else. The one I've noticed didn't seem like a crit, but I'm not really sure. From now on, I will try to pay a little bit more attention and see if I can match your 26,000 epic crit with an ability you don't own.
I do enjoy a good fight.
Shroud personal log, entry 54171. I caught the cleaner staring at my terminal for more than 3 seconds. Claimed it was an accident. I removed his eyes, tongue, and fingers to safeguard my secrets. He reacted
An underground volcano base
Whoop,
and an
whoop,
underwater
whoop.
biome.
and revised
The
my employment
shrouds spare
contract.
no expense.
He could have at least built a waterproof walkway. I don't want to rust down here.
Way better try. You meant trio. Oh yeah, you typed a no after that. It's actually a lot easier than what you might think or might remember. Gearing up becomes easier and easier with every new patch BioWare implements. And that's specifically to this set of gear, I mean, the 224 and below. In the beginning of every expansion, BioWare makes us farm very hard and very long for our gear. But with every new chapter or area released, God forbid a daily area that is, farming commendations and farming everything else becomes easy, and BioWare actually tweaks the weekly rewards from operations, flashpoints and everything else. Currently they give a lot better and bigger rewards than what they did at the launch of 4.0. I can't remember how much better, but I can assure you that they are.
Giant Varaxan shark. Never mind.
Are you playing with me?
Hey Matthias, I'm fine, what about you? I love the muffled sound here, because we are underwater, that's really epic. It's also a little bit disturbing, but I'm sure by the time I get out of here I will be used to it. I spent a very long time the first time I did the chapter due to the lag here underwater. It was a disaster trying to kill the trash mobs with a few seconds ability delay. You press something, then you wait a few seconds to see the result, then you press it again. Ugh.
Pew! Pew, pew, pew!
Ah, that's not fair. I'm not really sure I like that knockback on weak targets. that the AoE ability does, terminate. Where the hell is my companion and why is she not healing me? Come on! Zoom. Be helpful. That was actually a long fight. We pulled, I don't know, 2, maybe 3 groups at a time. But the good news is we survived. Barely. Weapons check. Did I try this animation? It's nothing fancy actually. It's familiar animation, as a matter of fact. Yeah, water resistance is for some other games probably. Not for us here. Can you imagine if BioWare actually implemented physical, realistic effects? I don't believe that's possible. At least they made with the sound. That's better than nothing. If SWTOR allowed add-ons, what would you use them for? There is no endgame content to play with the add-ons. I would love to be able to create my own user interface though. That's one of the best parts of having API for add-ons. Like in SWTOR, and probably the game you're playing now, Jim. Wow, I'm sure that they support tons and tons of layout possibilities and creations.
You'll be okay, right? Please say yes.
Hey, thank you. Oh no, I wanted to stay upstairs for a long moment, for a bit longer. Pew, 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 pew. I need to leave Zoom to kill more targets. For the pew, pew, pew. Well, the only game that allowed real add-on creation that I've played was SWTOR. And I still played actively by the time they started allowing add-ons and people started creating them. To some extent, I must admit, I didn't like the idea of add-ons because they completely diverted and altered the attention from the players to the gameplay and the effects from in-game to some statistics and numbers and graphs. Later on, of course, the developers started creating the next set and the next sets of endgame content, group content that is, based on the add-ons. Just like today, who exactly can beat Revan, for example, in SWTOR without using star parts? It's because we have tools like star parts and probably a couple others that are still alive and functioning. That's why BioWare created such a complicated encounter, and that's why people were able to beat the damn encounter. I don't think without star powers there would be more than a handful of guilds, even two years later, that are actually capable of defeating that encounter. Probably others as well, the Raven is just the most obvious one.
Shroud War Journal, entry 9233. Days like this remind me why I enjoy the great game. My extortion campaign against Republic senators blocked Chancellor Suresh's effort to extend her term indefinitely. Once again, democracy prevails.
You'll be okay, right? Please say yes.
Jim, I get you're excited about the new game, but please remember I don't play it and I don't like it, so Change the subject.
Shroud War Journal, entry 9889. After 5 years of meticulous planning, Operation Stranglehold can finally begin!
Oh. Oh, we meet the nasty girl.
Greetings! Who are you, and what have you done to earn jail time?
Judging by her expression, perhaps she required an attitude adjustment.
You speak to an exarch of Zakul. Know your place.
You proved my point masterfully.
I know who you serve, droid. You came to take my head.
Don't flatter yourself. Your head isn't that nice.
What are you?
Did you see what I did? We can be twins!
No, we cannot. I am an only droid.
I'm a lump with a bad attitude, honor, misplaced hostility. Grr! You dare mock me?
I'm a replicator unit, HK.
Oh, I need more, John.
Anyone I've met.
What is a spaghetti
Isn't that
code?
fun?
Request. Hold still.
What are you doing?
Wait for it.
Greetings! I am Z0-0M, activating for the first time. My function is...
Fourth time. Fourth time, right?
Enough. The base is full of guards. You will need my help to escape.
I detect heavily armed organics at the turbolift.
I have not killed a foe in months. My blood burns for it. Release me, and I will fight by your side.
A tempting offer. Unfortunately for you, this is more tempting. Your cell's disintegrator.
No, wait!
And we're back at the Shroud.
She wanted to help us, but you converted her to a gas!
One of my finest moments. If only my master could see me now.
You're the most interesting droid I've ever met.
Did I test what happens when you jump down? Let's not do it now. What do you think? I know it's like a habit of mine, and that's my style, to really jump where you're not supposed to jump. Or fall, sorry, is more appropriate to say. Well, I have a feeling that it won't be pleasant and it won't be fun.
Look at me, Master!
You saw a pig riding a bike? Please tell me you've got a screen, a picture. I don't think I've ever seen that as a joke. But it's entirely possible. Bauer promised officially on the developer post on the official forums a couple of days ago. 2017 will be focused on group content. However, there is absolutely no clue yet what kind of a group content it would be. Could be the uprisings, could be something else. Who the hell is... Oh, you again. I need to stop using that ability. It really works against me.
I do enjoy a good fight.
Shroud personal log. Entry 80764. 5 years for nothing. How could that menace come back from the dead at the precise moment it would ruin my plans? I hate that Outlander! Going to bed early.
Let me go now. What else? Of course. Got one more of these things to discover.
Stop that droid!
Getting into the ops is actually easier than everybody thinks. I don't know why some folks have doubts or fears. Oh, I'm stuck. Nice. Or something else about getting into ops. If that's the case with you, Fitz. Sorry, I need to learn how to read your name properly, so I don't fail with it too much and too often. But story mode operations are fun and really easy. Once you start getting bored with them, then you can think about something else. How did I manage to get stuck here? This ability is disabled. Oh wait, I'm pressing the wrong one. The hell? Come on now, Bauer. I know it's 13, but it's not Friday. Don't be like that. I cannot do that while moving, because now I'm moving. Nothing happens when I press stuck, which is really unfriendly, and I probably will have to log off. Wait 20 seconds. Or no, I'm gonna try logging in immediately, see what happens. I will probably be outside of the instance. They will probably force me to repeat something like they did the previous time. A -1? That's a nice bug. I don't remember seeing or hearing about it before. Show me the screenshot, please, on Facebook or some other place, wherever it's convenient.
Shroud War Journal, entry 7944. Athena declared herself Empress.
Oh, of course, everything is alive again.
Eliminate intruder.
But I'm shocked by the sheer volume of popular support for that oily Iona. Seemed to genuinely like her. What's this galaxy coming to?
No, I got stuck into a moving position. After trying to move out, I actually, for some reason, got stuck into a moving position, so I couldn't really exit normally. I could have tried exit area, yeah, that's actually wise. Maybe if it happens again, I will try exit area. As weird as it sounds for us old people, or okay, let's call it grown-up people, time flies and January is just behind the corner. When I was a teenager, time seems to be so much slower.
Enjoy the great game. My extortion campaign against Republic senators blocked Chancellor Suresh's effort to extend her term indefinitely. Once again, democracy prevails.
You're great, but I made you better. One less problem.
Ooh, something green. What is it? Boots. Nice.
Shroud War Journal, entry 9889. After 5 years of meticulous planning, Operation Stranglehold can finally begin! At last! The galaxy will be under my total control! Listen to me! I'm positively giddy!
Yes, that Aubrey, I'm thinking the same. Oh crap. It actually brought me so much, so far back. Look at this, I actually started from the beginning of the corridor, the beginning of the whole instance. Hey Evgeny. Sidious, oh Sidious has appeared, hi man.
Power down, droid!
.5 hit on that one, and I don't think it was a crit because it was a small white number, so it could go higher. That was an assassinate hit for Jim.
How could that menace come back from the dead at the precise moment?
Yeah, sure, Trio, thanks for that. I'll check it out later.
Going to bed early.
I have to wait for this to finish, and then I can proceed. Hopefully. No? What? Oh, I did exactly the same thing before, damn it. That's the wrong door. I need to go through this. And a bunch of droids more.
Neutralize enemy.
Really love their shields though. I wish I could have one of my own. The one, spoiler alert, the one we used fighting Arkan is really ugly compared to the shields those droids here are using. These are more massive and beautiful. People are not allowed to post links on YouTube. You can try that actually. Maybe they've started allowing that. It's not actually technically possible for me to allow or forbid link sharing. It's by default not allowed by Google. I'm hoping they would change that because on Twitch I had a lot of fun checking out your links, and thankfully it was very rare that someone would post a link to something inappropriate or not related to our topic. Maybe I can check Facebook.
Thermal scans indicate we're rising to the stratosphere. I've never been so high up. What a journey! From the bottom of the sea to the end of the sky.
I see that you got my automated message. You know it means nothing.
Let us pray to the Maker. It's over soon.
Why? We only just
That's right, I do have an automatic message on Facebook because I receive far too many personal conversations than what I can personally handle sometimes. Let's open the picture on a new tab just in case you want to have your privacy. That really is a bug. I'll show you after the cinematic.
I need time to process all that.
Process away. Just keep moving.
Right, let's see now. Can we see the desktop? That's it. Maybe a little bit bigger, even though it's smudgier. But you can see that it's -1 on all the European servers. Have you guys ever noticed that you can double click on the name of the server in the North America region and you would automatically start loading to that server, but you're not allowed to double click on the European region servers and get loading immediately. You have to select the server and then click here to go and log into the damn server. That's actually for later. You're not supposed to see that yet. Not that it's a secret, but it's one of my topics for Rogue One after we finish the story.
Special suits just to breathe out here. Can you imagine?
Being a meatbag is terribly inconvenient.
Pew! Pew, pew, pew!
10,000 assassinate. That was pathetic.
I do enjoy a good fight. What's the problem?
Oh no, no, no. I don't want to gather stuff.
Wow.
Well, Google owns YouTube, so whether you call it Google or YouTube, it's exactly the same thing.
Wow. This view sure is terrifying.
It's definitely not the host or me, the streamer. On Twitch, it was dependent on the person who's live streaming and the owner of the channel. Google, by default, they don't allow your name to be seen unless you speak. If you speak, your name is visible in the chat for 5 minutes or so, in the button below the chat, if you want to see who's active in the chat. But if you never say a word on Google, they will never display your name and nobody will ever know that you have visited this live stream. That's really unfortunate for some, and actually very good and positive for personal privacy. You can do that on Twitch, of course, but you would have to tweak some settings, probably install a plugin, like, what was it? Better Twitch TV, I think it was called. I'm still using it, even though I don't visit Twitch that often anymore. I think I'm almost developing a kind of a rotation. Well, I shouldn't have interrupted that one for sure. And it seems a second assassinate might just make it into this rotation. Oh, damn it. It didn't make it. What is it then? Whoop, wrong ability. 30 seconds cooldown, 35 meter range.
Focus fire on the power core. Enhanced defensive fire.
What's the problem?
I still can't get a signal to the Alliance. That shuttle is our only way to escape. Commiseration. What a shame I can't let you take it.
Look! He's just like you!
Indignation. I am not. I am a flawless copy of the original HK-55, programmed to protect my master's lair and property. I will ensure Zio remains here. What would the Shroud want with a defective droid?
Yeah! Wait.
Relish, you don't know the truth. This will be delightful.
I've uploaded HK's memory core. You should have unrestricted access to the Alliance base.
That looks like me! But I sound so... professional.
I'll wipe his short-term memory and ensure he can't identify us.
Good. I'm off to Odessen. Wish me luck.
Happy hunting.
Don't. Surprise!
Don't.
Confess, you've been with the enemy all along.
No, I think I remember that. There's no
Again with the memory.
information in my data files.
Theory. An accident in the lab. When you applied the electrical surge to erase his memories, it must have destroyed yours instead.
But that would mean I'm... bad? Oh no!
Oh no.
Understatement of the millennium. Declaration. I will now commence blasting.
No! You won't hurt my friends!
Zoom the badass droid.
Warning.
We gotta be very careful with this fight. Some of you might remember that I managed to reset it unintentionally. Because I exited out.
You will regret this. Die horribly.
Oh, I didn't see, but I think that was a big hit. Somewhere above the 20,000. Kill it! Thank you. Oh, come on.
Master. I'd never recover. What did you say, Master?
Warning. You will regret this.
Ooh.
Die horribly. Threat. Now I am really angry.
That's a new extra special ability that appeared out of nowhere when I get caught by the droid.
Observation. Something has gone.
Good evening, MLG. How are you
I
feeling?
won't let the Shroud destroy your master's base. I'll help you stop him. If you'll let me.
Even with your memories wiped, why should I trust you?
That hollow wasn't me. Not the real me.
Self-destruct initiated. Base will no longer exist in 5 minutes. Awaiting cancel code.
Thanks, Dad. I remember that a little bit before.
Maker's data! Give it the code!
Hint. The computer isn't asking me.
Yeah, it's been, what now, 2 months? It's not really a spoiler anymore.
Fall back! It's too strong!
Look at me, Master!
$33,000! Hell yeah! That was nice assassinate. And my biggest yet, or at least the biggest one that I've noticed. I haven't used the ability that often though, so you never know. Wait, don't go away, damn you.
Focus fire on the power core.
Look at me, Master!
I think that was actually a nice and kind gesture from BioWare. I'm sure that they will make the mission available through separate payment as a standalone DLC at some point. Because I don't ever remember content from the game being excluded for all the players. They actually allowed the special rewards from the Collector's Edition game, the original game when you purchased it 5-6 years ago. They allowed the bundle with special items to be separately purchased on the website, which is something ridiculous on its own.
What are you doing here?
terminating a bad lump!
But why? What did I do wrong, Master?
That's a nice spoiler.
You could have just told me the plan changed. Was this a test?
Your meatbag wailings only hurt my sonar receptors.
Ha! You don't fool him, Shroud!
I'm not the Shroud! You are!
You are.
No, I think I'd remember that.
Right, HK?
One false move, and I'll vaporize you both. Prove your claim, cyborg meatbag.
I can't. She forced me to play the Shroud.
No, that's
even
it.
in her base. She never
The
put
stuff
us on
about
her base.
Kefes is
That
a
was
pure
my
joke, man.
job.
It's not mine, it's not confirmed. We don't know if Kefes will ever return or Malgus.
Those were
It's really damn
acting
sad
lessons.
that Malgus
She was
hasn't
coaching
appeared
me
yet.
to talk like her.
You were very convincing.
Thank you.
In the hangar, the self-destruct computer asked for a cancel code. It wouldn't have, unless... But I don't want to destroy the Alliance base! Stop this! Now!
Shroud voice override confirmed. Disarming sabotage network. Disabling thermal detonators.
Oh! Oh dear!
Please, I was just following orders. It's not me you want dead.
You planted bombs to kill people here. For that, you deserve to die. Complication? Master forbid me to target a surrendered enemy. Solution? It does not violate protocol to target offensive material. I find your clothing highly offensive. That felt wonderful.
But he wasn't the Shroud. Not the real one. You should blast me, too.
You are a defective machine that has brought untold suffering to the galaxy. As the meatbags say, better safe than sorry.
Quick and efficient.
HK?
We leave you alone for one day.
Greetings, Master. I am happy to debrief you. But you wouldn't believe me.
I have a very interesting speculation to share with you about Arma Rasa and the ending of the chapter, but was that the end of it? I think so. No, there is a little bit more. Oh, that's it actually. Yeah, the ending is a little bit different because of all the killing. So, do you remember that when I was doing in the beginning of the live show Arma Rasa, the pre-quest where actually we resurrected and trained HK, I spared some droids. In the chapter, in the ending, we actually ended up killing the Shroud, but before that, we know that what's about to happen is going to happen. What can be different, and I think was different, is one line from HK. He said that the Master doesn't allow him to kill surrendered targets, or targets who have surrendered. I did that a few times during Arma Rasa, during the training for HK in the beginning. So maybe that line is actually connected to the last moment of the final bonus chapter with HK. The action after that is still the same, but maybe he wouldn't have hesitated if I killed all the training droids and the medical droids and everything else during the training process in the pre-quest. That's something I have to discover probably on the third playthrough, or I don't know, fourth, fifth, if I ever do those. The good news is I only have one pre-quest to do, and I could actually go and do that on my Commando very soon, but probably not that soon. I need to let things go, forget some of the things. Now I've done the first playthrough, 40 days ago, 50 days ago, I can't really remember when they released 4.71. Anyway, the idea was that I had forgotten or probably never remembered or paid attention to some of the details that I witnessed today, and it was a fun chapter. Now, what do you say, guys? We watched the trailer for Rogue One. I'm really risking here because all of my video could be claimed, but if that happens, then I'll just have to do some extra editing and delay the publishing of the two videos, the walkthrough and the trailer overview. But I would really like to invite you all, I don't know how many we have, 30-ish people, to join me now, because I'm going to stop the music from the game, open up a YouTube page and check out the trailer. We're going to... I'll tell you in a moment, let me just stop the damn music from the in-game, because I don't want both musics to be present. Okay. We've got this, let's maximize it because it's exactly what we need. You don't need, or do we need an overlay with my face? Where is the overlay? Oh, that's the overlay with my face. And we don't need to see this stuff. It's just easier and more convenient, of course, on my own website. I know where things are. It's so much quicker and easier than going on YouTube and searching for the trailer directly. This is the newest trailer. It was released, I don't know, about 10 hours ago. Plus minus. If you've seen it already, you can start commenting during the trailer. What we are going to do is we're going to watch the full trailer, which is about 2.5 minutes. Then we will watch it again with pauses and with stops, and we will do some commentary on the trailer. Then I have a couple more tabs here prepared because I want to touch on some bases on the cast for the film. If you don't know, it's supposed to premiere on 16th December, so it's literally 2 months away. Wow. And it's not finished yet. If you've seen the Star Wars show yesterday, you've heard the director saying, I have a movie to go and finish. Damn it, you have 2 months. Why is the movie not finished? It's not supposed to be a very expensive movie. I don't even know what the budget is. Anyway, let's go and enjoy the trailer.
Jin, whatever I do it to protect you. So you understand?
I understand.
You want to get out of here?
Our rebellion is all that remains to push back the Empire. I think you might be able to help us.
When was the last time you were in contact with your father?
What is this?
It appears he is critical to the development of a super weapon.
If my father built this thing, we need to find him.
All right. How many do I need?
They are requesting a call sign. It's, Rogue. Rogue One.
The power that we are dealing with here is immeasurable.
If the Empire has this kind of power, what chance do we have?
We have hope. Rebellions are built on hope. They've no idea we're coming.
Take hold of this moment. The Force is strong. Make 10 men feel like 100.
We'll take the next chance. And the next. You're rebels, aren't you?
Save the rebellion! Save the dream!
Okay. What do you think now? Should we watch it again with stops and pauses and discussions, or maybe First, of course, everybody is excited. Yes, some of you may not be as excited as I am or as everybody else is. First, a very quick and brief look at the damn cast of characters and people who are taking part. I know many of these names because of this movie, and I know many of those names because of other movies that I've seen these actors play with. Now, first, Felicity Jones. I know her from Spider-Man. She plays a secondary role of, what was that other girl? Felicia, of course. Felicia Parker, I believe, was her name. In the last Amazing Spider-Man from 2014, she played well, and she definitely looks like a very kind of a weird person in real life. I don't know if that's true. I don't really know her. I don't remember ever watching her play in anything else besides Spider-Man, and probably 15 to 20 times I will watch her play in Rogue One. Mads Mikkelsen, very well-known character for probably nothing else but in Casino Royale and it is here, Hannibal, in the TV series that I've never watched, but this damn poster from Mikkelsen, who's actually, I believe, Danish. I think he was Danish. Copenhagen, yes, I'm correct. He's a Danish actor. He has a very weird, nice voice, and I absolutely love the eyes from him. I've seen a few movies from him, and he always has that very nice and serious, scary look. I think we see him in a couple of scenes of the from the trailer here, and I believe we haven't seen him in the previous trailer. He was just announced around the time the first trailer was released. Then we have a few names that I personally don't know. We go to Warwick Davis. We knew that he's going to be a part of Rogue One because he spilled the surprise on during Celebration. I can't remember during which one of the many panels he was hosting. And he's always still a secret. That's really nice. And then one of my all-time favorite actors, you would probably laugh at me, but he's my favorite, mostly because of the part he played in ER, Emergency Room, that old Doctor's TV show. It's not actually that old. He played in a few episodes there. He was that tragic man who lost his arm, then his job, wife, and life. He's an absolutely best actor for playing drama. I really love him, and I personally didn't dive deep into spoilers for his part in the story. Even if I did, I would not spoil it for you, don't worry. But I think he's going to play an awesome role in the movie. We've heard two epic lines, one in the first trailer and now another one in the second trailer. We're going to focus on it when we play the trailer again. Really good actor. I haven't seen many movies of him, and I really don't know him in all kinds of different roles, but the ones that I've seen are always dark side, dramatic, and tragic, most of all. Going down the list, obviously, we know that Vader is going to be here, and who else is going to voice Darth Vader but James Earl Jones? That's a rhetoric question. Another favorite character of mine that I've never ever seen outside of Star Wars is, I don't know how to read her name actually, Genevieve O'Reilly. She played in the third episode Mon Mothma, and many of us actually back then believed that this is not really a person because she represents the old Mon Mothma from the old saga so very well. I don't know if it's a makeup or something else, but she looks absolutely stunning and just 100% similar to the original Mon Mothma. We know that she's going to play in the movie because she was a part of the first trailer. I think she was a part of the very first teaser, and, well, it's not really a secret anymore. Jimmy Smits obviously is going to play again Bail Organa, another actor that I loved from Star Wars, but I've never personally seen him in anything outside of that. To me, he's a known face. Just like Warwick Davis, just like James Earl Jones, these characters, these guys are known because of Star Wars, and to me that means they're famous. So it's really hard for me to split that long list of famous actors and famous Star Wars actors, but I must say that a lot of names here I recognize, and I think this guy is going to play a good role. I thought he's some kind of Russian because of the name, or God forbid Bulgarian, because our names usually end with a V or OV, but it seems that according to the bio, he is Italian. I don't know much about his role, except that he's going to play that, where the hell is it? The Imperial officer, it said somewhere. The hell? Oh, there we go, Imperial Officer. And then we have some more names that I think I recognize or I don't recognize, but that's not really the important part. This article I've published, about 2 months ago, the secret meaning of the Rogue One. And because it was mentioned in the second trailer that we just saw, the secret meaning of Rogue One, it's actually kind of a joke, and I'm not going to read the article for you. I'll probably just leave a link down below in the description if you haven't checked it out when I published it, when it was new. What we can do now is, how about we go and take another look at the trailer and see what we can talk about and find and discover. Maybe a little bit lower. The opening scene, of course, the opening scene with the shuttle, and then a couple seconds later, we see the shuttle landing. I don't know which planet that is. This originally feels like the Tatooine scene. We're missing the two suns. It's not Luke, but that was the very first impression I got. Then we see that these guys from the shuttle landing over here, they're actually, that's from the trailer, don't worry, I'm not spoiling story for you, that's all I'm getting from the trailer. If you don't want to listen, obviously you're welcome to leave. Thank you for stopping by in any way. They're coming here to take the little girl of that guy. And later on in the trailer, there is actually a conversation between two of the characters. One of them is Jyn. Jyn is probably going to be the most favorite and most famous name from the movie because she is the main character, the main actress. Felicity Jones is playing Jyn. I forgot the second name of the character anyway. Usually it seems that Disney has a rule. Every new main character in Star Wars has to be of 3 or less letters. We've got Finn. Okay, Finn is with 4, but it sounds like 3 letters. And then now we have Jyn. We have Rey as well. We have Han. We have Leia. Leia is 4 again, never mind. In Bulgarian, it's actually 3 letters, but okay, that's stretching the topic too much. Right. We see in this scene that he's trying to protect her. That's Jyn as a small girl. And these guys have come to take on her. This takes me back in my history lessons from when the Turks or the Turkish army has been roaming around the gigantic Ottoman Empire to collect, I don't really believe, forgive me if I'm mistaken, how is it called in English, because I know the Bulgarian term, but I'm not really sure how it translates in English. They've roamed around villages and small cities to collect little children for to transfer them into soldiers. So if you can remember what is the term, the proper English term, whether it's the exact one that is for this case, or maybe there is a global popular term for something like this that's happening. This is actually another reference to me personally, because I haven't seen all the movies in the world, but it was kind of a reference to the first scenes in, what was Mel Gibson's favorite movie, most famous movie? I forgot the name, the one from Braveheart. It's actually, to me personally, a reference from the first moments of Braveheart, because there is something similar happening again. The ruler of the land, of the region, is coming to take fresh blood for his army and look for fresh kids to turn into soldiers. I believe that's what's happening here. This is another favorite scene of mine. There is nothing to comment on a sky with the Death Star in the background. It's just beautiful to look at. I can definitely, and I should definitely turn this out to be my background, my Windows desktop, if I ever change my own one. If you've seen my desktop, you know why I keep it, because I've made it myself. Okay, never mind, that's for another day to show you my desktop.
Rogue.
Oh, there is the line, Rogue.
How many do I need? They are requesting a call sign. It's
Rogue.
Rogue One.
Rogue One. I don't know what to make out of this line. It's just fun to listen and repeat. I absolutely love the design of the helmet of this, whatever role this person is playing. But I really love the old school design of the 70s of the helmets. We didn't see many of those in the new episodes, and I definitely don't recall any of these very wide, extremely wide and absolutely uncomfortable helmets to be under them. Because first, they're uncomfortable to turn around, to look around. Second, they're probably heavy, or at least I think they're heavy. I'm not really sure what purpose do they serve being that wide in the bottom part. But it's a cool design and I would love to see more of them. Then, of course, we have a meeting of the rebels. The Rebel Alliance is just fresh. They're kind of desperate from what I can gather from the trailers. They're desperate. They haven't really grasped their chances yet. They haven't gathered, they haven't formed strong alliances yet within each other. And I definitely love to see Mon Mothma leading it from the very beginning. I would love to hear more canon stories about her past. Who exactly is Mon Mothma? What her pivotal role is with the rebellion? And I know that she has some legacy past, but I would like that to be turned into a canon. I know it will happen at some point, but I don't know when and why. It's just good to know this important and very side minimal actually character from the old saga turning into something a lot more important in this movie. Oh, another thing that's not really related to a scene from the trailer, but how many times did you guys see a lightsaber? 0. How many times did you hear something about the Force? Once. In this trailer I'm talking about. The music was not really Star Warsy, or at least it didn't sound Star Warsy to me. It sounded heroic and epic, like I'm using that track for the beginning of my live shows. It's called Epic Struggle, or was it Heroic Struggle? Whichever one is the name, both of them are actually valid for the music that we hear throughout this trailer and the previous one. There is not a single lightsaber shot, or at least I don't remember anything. There is one mention of the Force, and it's the fact that the Force is strong. I don't know why it was mentioned, but hopefully we'll learn in 2 months. Forrest Whitaker's character, I don't know much about him, and I try to stay away from spoilers about his character, but he's an absolutely gorgeous design character. Look at the legs. He seems like, I don't know, he seems more droid than Vader, more robot than Vader. And the hairstyle is just outstanding. So very much out of the modern time, so very much back through time to the 70s. All of the clothes designings is very much similar to what we see in episode 4 and to some extent in episode 5, which are again movies of the 70s and the 80s of the previous century. I was a very small child when Star Wars came to Bulgaria for the first time, and I wasn't even alive when the first 2 movies were shown in theaters. That's how old the damn movie is.
Built on hope. They've no idea we're coming.
Take hold of this moment. The Force is strong. Make 10 men feel like 100.
We'll take the next chance.
Make 10 men feel like 100. Well, with courage and with friendship and with good, I suppose, good intelligence, you can make that happen. And decent planning. Oh, that scene is again another one of my favorites from the trailer. Come on, let me pause on it. That one. So much details and the epic X-Wing fight action scene. Really gorgeous. I'm not really sure where exactly are they, what are they attacking, and why. Obviously, this could be available already as a spoiler somewhere, but I haven't read it or seen it yet. Just the scene on its own. This movie may be claimed to be a side story or a lower budget movie. It obviously is a much lower budgeted movie than The Force Awakens and the next year's episode 8, which title we still don't know. But it looks outstanding. All of the vistas, all of the designs, everything on the green screen, the costumes of the characters, the couple of characters that they actually showed us, which are really robotic costumes with or without person inside them. They demoed some of these during this summer's European celebration event. Outstanding quality of the FX department.
You're all rebels, aren't you?
Do you think that character that we're seeing in the back is actually Mon Mothma? Or maybe that's the Imperial officer? I think it's more likely to be the Imperial officer coming to report to Vader, or maybe Vader is coming to ask for a report, whatever the case is. doesn't really matter. But on my first watching, I thought that's Mon Mothma. How exactly would Mon Mothma converse with Vader and why? That's a total enigma, and I don't want to go into a deep speculation. We gotta hear that. Save the dream! Sorry, one more time.
Save the rebellion! Save the dream!
I love that guy. I don't know why. Usually when you love an actor, you're supposed to have seen all of their movies, and I haven't. Forrest Whitaker is one of my favorite actors, and I've actually seen very few movies from him. And that's pretty much the trailer. Why we don't see these characters, the main characters of this episode, of the standalone movie in episode 4, why none of them is mentioned, even briefly, we don't know. There are some speculations I've discovered in the comments under the video that already appeared in the first minutes after the video was published on the official web YouTube channel for Star Wars. Some of the comments were actually speculating that these guys are either massively killed by Vader, which is the most logical choice, or the other option that I read and liked a lot more is that they actually, somewhere apparently here, we see that they're departing into the wild space, somewhere to the unknown, and it actually takes them a long, long time to come back, which is a reason for some of them, those who survive apparently, to be a part of episode 8. I don't really want that. I don't want these standalone movies to be directly connected or in any way connected to the saga. I want stories to mix each other. I want interference between the stories. I want something to be taken out of the movie, but not direct characters. These are different times, different eras. I know that today's makeup and today's technology can make a 20-year-old person look like a 67-year-old person with just like this, but that's not the point. That's my very improvised overview of the trailer. Anything you guys want to add before we close up? I noticed that you're still on the subject of SWTOR, dead servers and other things. But anyway, I would like to thank you for being part of my live show today for just about 2 hours. It was supposed to be 1 hour, but with all the delays and all the other fuck-ups, like me not being prepared with the quest, me going to pick up my gear because we established that without the gear it's not really easy, and other things like that. But I'm happy that I was your host for the last 2 hours. If you haven't subscribed yet for my YouTube channel, what the hell are you waiting for? If you didn't manage to get a single word during these 2 hours because of my accent, well, train harder, watch more videos. I have about 1,400 of them available for you. Most of them are Star Wars related. Bye bye guys. I will see you hopefully very soon. Probably next time live show would be with a green screen, if I do my things right.